resources together, generate them into their own database, and make that database available to you at the click of a button. Because Sister Earth, the last time I checked, we were a couple hundred years behind the generational wealth gap, and so we're going to have to build that. Of course, it's not going to be overnight, but our job is to start recycling our resources so that we can get there quicker than the 400 years that we end up falling into that deficit. So IBA is here to bring resources to you, even if you're not going to come to it. And I look forward to seeing exactly what kind of wealth building strategies we have from the Mooney Twins. Because your solution is our solutions.
Yes, see what I'm saying? And I don't know if we have Troy Rollins on the line. Troy?
What do you mean you don't know if you have?
You know what I'm saying? I asked the guys, anybody on the line? You're like, good, ain't nobody else on the line. Okay. WOC landed on us. Rollins, introduce yourself, Mr. Rollins. We got our special guest, Daryl Mooney, hanging in there, waiting on Dwayne Mooney, but we got Daryl for getting ready to blow some minds. But introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, Dwayne here? Okay, good.
Okay. So, without further ado, you listen to the Tighten It radio show right here on 1010 AM. I'm Troy Rollins, one of the co-hosts of this amazing show. We started it 7 years ago? 8. 2013. So 8 years ago, and we came back, and it's amazing, it's powerful, all this good stuff. I'm thankful for our guest today. These cats have been, Daryl helped me even before I ever got to California. Him and his wife were part of the radio show, internet radio show back in like 2005 that we had on. Then when I got here, they giving me comedy gigs and just invested in me every way, shape, and form, and we returning a bit of it back to them by booking them on different show stuff. But what they've been able to do is building wealth and building people has been phenomenal. And Eartha, even back in the days in Baltimore, Eartha would always talk about the Mooney Twins. So it's great to have the world famous, I call them the world famous Mooney Twins on the air.
Yes. And let me set them up, because I try to remind everybody that why I am really excited is because almost 25 plus years ago, and I think this is exactly when I really kind of met them, they had this historical event called the Million Man March. The Million Man March, and we met this beautiful person named Ken Bridges. And I'm so glad now that I'm getting reconnected with the Mooney Twins to even use this as an honor, because that was a beautiful brother, for those of you who never met them, but they were friends with the Mooney Twins. And when him and his friend Al Wellington did a little survey about why men went to the Million Man March, why their spirit, why all of that was happening to us, it's because we were looking for economic freedom. You know what I'm saying? And here we are 25 years later, still holding that same conversation. But what they showed me yesterday when they was on Darius Stanton, it's about the energy. See, the energy also was shown that day. The energy of the men, if you hear the story, it was something in the energy that they felt when they all stood there peacefully, happily, and whatever. It was the energy. And when they talked about, hey, Eartha, you may not understand this wealth building, bitcoins, trading, and whatever, but it's the energy. And now I understand why I'm excited, because I want to get back that energy, guys. I want to get back that solution. I want to get back to having someone that we can tie into that can ask the questions, because if you notice, when you go on these seminars or whatever, they kind of beat around the hard questions, because they want to act like they're not going to come straight up to you. Because most of the people know that when we tie ourselves into wealth building strategies, we don't tie into a foundation. Foundation what? Of energy, health, wellness, mindset. People trusting each other, friendship, love. So without further ado, I want to introduce our special guest. And if you want to call in and join in the conversation, you can call in dialing 410-481-1010, 481-1010. If you want to later on join our team, you can hit me up directly, Eartha Harris, at 443-655-7198. 443-655-7198. So, Looney Twins, y'all are in the house. You're on the Tight Knit Radio Show. We want this to be your home. We're looking for really for not only us, but for the whole entire listening audience to support you. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm excited, but you let the audience know why this excitement is happening. Girl and Dwayne Mooney, you're up.
All right. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on the show. Let's see. The first thing I want to say is thank you. And you had mentioned something when you started. There was a saying you said, "Stop the violence." But there's an organization out here called Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace. Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace, which is a social activist organization out here, and very effective. But from that, I created my own term: stop the poverty, increase the wealth. Stop the poverty, increase the wealth. So that's what we are about. We are influencers. I am an activist. We are people who were at the Million Man March that you are speaking of. We were actually there, and when Minister Farrakhan called out the brothers, there were 2.5 million brothers that were out there, and the energy was so powerful. A new planet was created in the sky. If you go back, in the history and the analogs, you will see there was actually a planet that was created from that energy that came together. There was no violence there, no arguments. The whole, if you saw Spike Lee's movie Get on the Bus, where he showed black men were arguing and fighting each other, if you know as well as I know, 2 weeks before, a month before that march, black men across this country were at peace with each other. Fathers and sons were coming together. Enemies were coming together. Black men that whole month before were coming together. There were no arguments. So that was false in that movie. There were no arguments. And that whole event was full of peace and full of love. And Minister Farrakhan gave out orders at the end of his speech. He gave out orders for men, black men, to do what they could do to better the community when they came back. That means people who were in church, go in there and create organizations. People who were in the mosque, go in there and create organizations that would help black men, that would help uplift the community. He wanted individuals to do what their talents was and bring those talents back to the community. And one thing he said, if you were about the finances, go out there and bring your financial information back to the community. Brother Ken Bridges was there, who was the creator of Mata, the creator of Mata, one of the creators of Mata, Ken Bridges, who was killed, who was shot by the ninth. He was killed when he was the ninth victim when they had these killings that was going on back then. After that, and he was doing a survey to the black men, a survey of what black men wanted to do. What did they want change with? What did they want? And the top number one aspect of that survey was economics, the economy. Black men wanted to grow their economy, and they wanted to help grow their economy. So my brother and I, when we were there, we had already been involved in network marketing with the degree. And so when we were there, and when we came back, we made a decision to uplift our community even at a stronger level, economically and financially. So we went in and got more serious about our network marketing. We went in and we created a network. 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 And what that moved into was we were selling nutritional products at that time. But as time went on, and we did business with people like Dick Gregory, people like Tony Brown of Tony Brown's Journal, people like George Frazier, people like Kim Bridges with Monica. We learned how to sell products, and we learned how to invest. And went from the stock market, learning about the stock market, and went from learning about the Forex market. Now it's learning about the cryptocurrency market, and about marketing online, and about creating an internet flow, an internet image, and making money online. So now we have our own organization called the Wealth Portal, where we are stopping the poverty and increasing the wealth. And in this Wealth Portal, what we have is mindset, because number one thing that our people need, and all people need across the board, if they want to build wealth, there's a proper mindset, a millionaire mind. And behind that, we actually have vehicles where we make money and help people make money in the currency field. The currency of the Forex market, which is international currency. Currency of the new powerful way to make money in the financial industry is the cryptocurrency market. You're running your money. Not only are we making $1,000 a week, but we are helping others make $1,000 a week. So from all the way from the Millionaire March, but now we are marching literally to the bank. So that's what we do, Sister Elsa and the brothers who are in the...
I was gonna say, I know that's what you do, and that's the beautiful part that you laid it out. You said that's what you do, and I think it's so important that we find people that's what they do. It's so much to do, and one of the things we have to do is make ourselves feel, I want to say comfortable, that you can't do everything, but you can be connected. You see what I'm saying? So what I think happens to me and happens to other people, sometimes you don't have to do everything. You just got to be connected to people that you trust and comfortable. And one of the things I like, you know, what you were saying, in all of those categories, you have to study that. People talk about Bitcoins like you can just wake up tomorrow and just roll out of bed and be, oh, I'm invested in Bitcoins. I like the fact that you said, hey guys, we're going to develop a wealth portal. So the wealth portal deals with trades, is dealing with the Bitcoins, is dealing with a lot of stuff that I would like to even know myself. So again, I'm going to turn it back over to you because, you know, I can talk. So I'm going to make sure you guys talk. But this is so important that, again, that we tie into you. And I want you to explain, even to me and all of our audience, what's the big hype, like you said? Why should we stop and develop these type of wealth building strategies that you and your brother are laying out?
Hey, Brother Dwayne. First of all, like what Daryl was saying is absolutely correct, and it's a pleasure to be on this show. And what's up, Troy? And the thing is, you know, as Troy is a comic, Daryl and I saw that a lot of comedians and a lot of entertainers end up broke. And all this talent, but they die broke. Well, you know, and Daryl and I are conscious comedians. So, you know, conscious comedians don't really work a lot. So we had to figure out systems, protocols that was going to help us elevate ourselves into making celebrity type of money. And we found one way to do it is through investing. How do the rich, how are they on the golf course in the middle of the day with smiles on their faces, enjoying their lives? Well, what they do is have their money working harder for them than they do for it. So you put yourself in a position through making cash flow and then putting that in passive investing where your money is working hard. And soon afterward, that money is making more money than you can ever make on your own skill set. So the Wealth Portal was created. And we wanted something where it was easy. And it came from being in a couple of other wealth portals, but the prices were too high and they were too intellectually gone for the average person to relate to. So we wanted to bring it down a notch where it didn't cost a lot to participate. And we don't have a fee to come in, but just some of our programs are low cost to start. And the average person can understand the mindset, as Dale said, to be able to understand what's going on. And two things that we preach is the millionaire mind, our prosperity consciousness, mixed with financial IQ. And, you know, we can be motivated and having a prosperous mind and want to attract millions, but if we don't know how to keep the millions, we're going to have issues. So financial IQ gives you a system and a protocol that you know what you're doing and you're developing a skill set in order to be able to constantly increase the money that you have coming in, that you have manifested in your life. If I manifest $1 million, I want to turn that $1 million into $10 million. I want to be a cute manifestor and say, all right, manifested $1 million, and that million just leaves me. So financial IQ makes sure that it grows. And this is what we teach our people. And as the money is growing, we are actually bringing them programs that they can invest in that has withstood the test of time and that are real. And right now, lo and behold, all the companies that we deal with are, guess what? Black owned. So that means we are working with black owned companies that are putting us in the black. Because not only do we want you to be black in consciousness, but we want you to be in the black. So we want you to have in the black power. So you can circulate and create the wealth that you want, and you can hook up with people, network with people that want to do the same thing. This tribe that we are creating is not for everybody, but it's for people who have a prosperous mindset, who want to make easy money. And the only way you can make easy money that you have to have financial IQ, where again, your money is working harder for you than you are for it. We work with international programs. One of our programs is dealing with a sister who is from Haiti. And Haiti was, they're the ones who fought back. Well, she's fighting back economically. She is a international hedge fund person, has her own company. And we're working with her, and she pays us 3 to 5% a week on our money. Did I say 3 to 5% a week on our money? Okay. Not 1% a year, but 3 to 5% a week on our money. We feel that every black person on the planet should be with this program. Now, when you're on her meeting, it's like literally being in jail. In fact, there's one coming up that we saw in the back office. When you're on her meeting, it's like being at a Wakanda Wealth Summit. Did I say Wakanda? Yes, I did. It's like being at a Wakanda Wealth Summit. You have black folks from all over the world, from the motherland to South America, to the Philippines. On that call, it is the most insane call that you will ever see in your life. But guess what we all have in common? We're all making 3 to 5% a week on our money. Okay. Yeah, I just want y'all to marinate on that for you. Yeah. Yes. I'm marinating on that. And Kim waving his hand talking about we marinating on that.
I got my notes.
on purpose. $100 to 50 million. You're gonna make 3 to 5% on your money a week. So what's the difference? If I'm making 3 to 5% on $100, is what? $4 to $5 a week. But what if I'm making 3 to 5% on $10,000? It's 3,000 to 5,000. But 3% of 10,000 is what, Joe? No, what I always use 500, 300. Yeah, 300 to 500 a week.
Don't worry, these young people got calculators. They calculate. Y'all don't even have to rip your brain. We know we're gonna be making.
I just told Earth this morning, Dwayne, that I looked up in my account and I eclipsed in this one program. Remember, this is one program. This one program, I eclipsed $1,000 today. So that's powerful. When Dwayne said in the black, for those of you out there who do not know what in the black means, in the black means you are in profit. I'm going to repeat. In the black means you are in profit. That means you are making money. Okay? And so in the financial world, in the red means you are broke. It's an emergency. But in the black means you are in profit. So my brother and I are in the black. We are in profit. There's hundreds of others who are working with us who are also in profit. So this is an incredible program that we are involved in. Other programs are involved in. The bottom line, folks, is if you want to grow money, you have to first grow your mind. If you want to stop the poverty and increase the wealth, you have to grow your mind. Because you have to grow your mind first. You have to see and believe and know that you are worthy of making $5,000 a week. You are worthy of making $1 million a year. If you don't feel your self-worth, you will not grow your network. So you have to, first of all, control your thoughts and create a millionaire mind. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am affluent. I am a millionaire. I make millions. You have to affirm and auto-suggest to yourself what it is that you want to be. You have to create it now. In Dennis Kimbro's book, A Wealth Choice, who is the writer of Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, Dennis Kimbro, which is his new book, A Wealth Choice, which is part 2 to Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, he states that all the black men that he interviewed, now, back up. There are only 30,000 plus, or 35,000 now, 35,000 black millionaires in America. 35,000 black millionaires in America. There are hundreds of thousands of Caucasian millionaires, so that's nothing. It should be 350,000. But there are only 35,000. And guess what? All of them came from nothing. All of them came from nothing or less than nothing. But what did they do differently? All of them were born broke. All of them were born in poverty. What was different? It was their mind. They saw differently. They saw beyond their circumstance. They saw themselves as successful. And when you see yourself as successful and you program yourself as successful, you program your subconscious mind, and once it hits your subconscious mind, the energy goes into your body and you take action. And so they not only saw it and felt it, because that's the secret when you affirm or when you visualize your wealth or you visualize anything that's good for you, you have to use your feeling. You have to use your joy. You have to use your happiness, your excitement, your enthusiasm. You have to see what you want to be, and you will soon be like what you see, and you will take action on it, because now your nervous system is involved, and you take action and you go out there and create it. And it's something that takes off in your brain, your RAS, R-A-S. Dwayne, tell them about that RAS, brother. No, you go ahead, brother. You go. I'm listening to you. That ROS is that reticular activating system. It's like your GPS system in your car. Once you visualize and once you're phone and once your nervous system is involved, guess what happens? Something takes over, and that's your ROS. That means it looks for the picture you created in your mind. Like when you buy, ladies know, they buy themselves a new dress, or a man buys themselves a new car, or whatever men and women buy that they want, and they think they're the only ones that have it. They say a man has a red Corvette. When he gets on the road, now all he sees is red Corvette.
Yeah.
Red Corvette.
Definitely.
That's the ROS.
See, when I went to Honda, that's all I saw was it don't have to be a red Corvette.
There you go. There you
I said, wait a minute, I know it's
Yes.
not a Hondas.
This is so good.
There you go. So that reticular activating system in your brain, when you create what you want, it starts looking for things in light of how to create it. That's why we are here on the radio today, because Eartha, and she can back this up, was looking for how can I help my people create wealth. And guess what? The DNA, my DNA, reached over from Baltimore to California to Baltimore. My DNA reached her and heard her on a psychic level. Forget the phone. The phone is a physical level of communication. On a psychic level, I reached out to her, and it was perfect timing. I called her. She said, "This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing." She said, "This is what it." I said, "Hey, forget that. We're not gonna go back in the old days when we talking about how we gonna get this money, how we gonna do this."
Yes.
I'm making money. I said, "Here, bam, here's the money. Let's do the show." All right, because
I'm still gonna testify to that, because I've always known that you guys had the answer. And like you said, it manifested itself, because I've always said to myself, something about the Mooney Twins. One of the things I like to even make a testimony, because like you said, it was the mindset. It was the conscious comedy. It was the consciousness. You've already been talking about it. I already seen it. And especially when you talked about the foundation of health. Because like you said, what's wealth without health? And you always had that. So like you said, my vision of what would I like to offer my people, I would offer my people an example. I don't like it when we talk the talk and we're not walking the walk. So you can't talk about being wealthy and you're not wealthy. You can't talk about being conscious and you're not conscious. We know that we have so many people that bring things to us and they say, "Oh, come on, it ain't always got to be about black. It ain't always got to be black." You're like, "What do you mean it ain't always got to be black? It got to be black, because I can't deal with it." So you told me I got to build the white man and just take the little bit that I get from the white man. Where the consciousness of our people is that we don't see ourselves, like you said, as we don't need that white man. We should be able to create wealth from whatever platforms that we build. And like you said, right now, the reason why I have the Tight Knit Radio Show is we have to hold ourselves accountable. It's not going to be everybody. It's going to be the people that's tight. Whatever the group is that's tight, we're going to be the ones, but we're also going to put foundations that we put in this process to chastise ourselves. Because sometimes it's the people that you're tight with that can sometimes be the ones that really be the people that's holding you back. So I wanted to create a relationship-based network that we have these relationships with each other, and we have the talks, and we can be able to ask you guys anything. For instance, I want to get into this. So if we are going to be joining the Wealth Portal right now, what is the minimum financial way that we can get started?
Well, the average person can get started in the Wealth Portal with $100.
Okay, so stop it. Wait a minute. Let me tell you how I'm going to work. So I am going to be the first person. I want to do my minimum piece. I'm going to put my $100 up. So that's what I wanted to do too. I want to be able to, again, walk the walk and talk the talk. So like you said, that's just my minimum. So who knows, by the time y'all finish this conversation today, I might put $1,000 up. I don't know where I'm going to get it, but keep talking. So we say the minimum I can get started is $100.
Can I say it?
I love it.
You just said that we teach in the wealth portal. You said something that I don't know where I'm going to get it. We eliminate that type of thing.
Yeah. Ah, I love this.
I'm going to get $1,000. I
Ooh.
will manifest $1,000.
Okay.
Now, so it changes the mindset and it changes the vibration of the frequency where the $1,000 will show up. So the minimum is $100.
Okay.
That's to get in, and you will make 3 to 5% a month. A week on your money. Now, this is the key. When someone comes in with a little bit of money, we say, okay, I got a sister that started off with $100. She puts in $100, $200 every time she gets a chance. She's up to $5,000 of investments. She's making anywhere to $150 to $200 a week because she's actually sharing the system with other people too who got the $100, $200. They're all doing the same thing. So she hit that $5,000 quick because there's two levels. Not only is the Wealth Portal an investment club and a mindset club, it's also a business. So we take passive investment systems and we have people share it with their friends, family, loved ones, people, etc., audiences, bands, etc. And everybody is doing the same thing. The difference between this and what did they call those things, Daryl? These gifting programs? These gifting programs. Yeah, these loans that give you the loans, that give you the blues. The loans that turn into the blues. Yeah, turn into loans. They're cute, but they don't sustain because everybody doesn't get paid. With our systems, the last person that signs up is going to make 3 to 5% a week. And they don't have to bring in anybody. You don't have to, you can just be an investor.
Yeah.
But the real player,
I love that.
like a Earth, like a Troy,
Amen.
they're going to let people know. They're going to open their mouth. And when you start opening your mouth, you start literally changing your frequency. People share, let me tell you how serious it is. I want to interject, not interrupt, because y'all going to get this. Y'all going to get this every month of the moon. The people, I'm the social media dude. So people are sharing in common on my page right now. Every word is Daryl the way they say it. Like, I keep getting these hits. And I'm looking at Mrs. Diamond, DJ Diamond, I just came out of the training and told everybody to tune in. So they tuned in and they share. It's hilarious. So make sure y'all sharing this, WOLB.com, wherever y'all are in the world. Keep going. Wow, that's beautiful. So what we want, thank you, Troy, for that. What we want to do is we want to increase Daryl Nye's job. And this is the job that we love, so it's not even like work. We want to see every black home involved with the Wealth Portal. And this is the reason why. The Wealth Portal is by itself a mindset. It's an idea. We want Eartha. We want Troy. We want everybody out there, your audience, to create their own Wealth Portal. You want to have your own portals of money coming in. You want to have that prosperous mindset.
Yes.
Because prosperity is on all levels. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, personally, and also it is community. So we are here to let the community know that it's our time. Daryl and I are leading the pack, and we have systems and protocols that everyone can be a part of. And the key thing about this is this: it's all automated. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that real good. I want the people in the back to hear this. All automated.
Kenyon in the back.
Oh, I'm hearing.
You can continue to do your radio show. You can continue to march. You can continue to be on vacation, drinking your juice up under a coconut tree. Whatever you want to do and wherever you are.
Yep.
You're making money. Yep. Dwayne. I just talked to, I called up McCain this morning because I stay on people because the reason why I stay on people in this particular program, folks, they see it so simple. They're not doing but like to invest as an investor. They're doing 1 minute of work a week, right? Mm-hmm. And that is watching their money, then reinvesting their money so they can grow their principal. Because the more principal you have, the more 5%, the more money you're going to make weekly, correct? So therefore, there's a difference if you invest $100, 5% of $100 is $5, so you're going to make $5, and this is a simple theoretical example. You're going to do 5% the first week, and 5% on $100 is $5. If it's $1,000, 5% of $1,000 is $50. If it's $5,000, you invest in $5,000, you're going to make $250 plus a week. Then you reinvest that $250, so now you have $5,250. The second week, you're going to get 5% off that $5,250. That's called compounding.
Yes.
Albert Einstein said compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Yeah. Mathematics is already the law of the universe. When you add compounding to it, you double it up. So that's compounding. You just keep growing your money till you want to start taking the money out. And the money, it takes only a day to get the money to you. So
let me tell you guys why I did that about what's the minimum. Because my friend George Harris always quotes this. He said, it's the start that stops us. So what I wanted to say to my listening audience, I need you to just get started. Because it's the start that stops us. So once you get started, and as they explain all of this, you make $5, $10, $20, whatever. But I know for a fact, because this is why I'm so excited about you guys, we have to get our minds right. Just start. Because there's so many people out there talking about the same programs, talking about how you can do this, and this. So I'm not even going to debate my friends who calling me and saying, hey, we got the answer.
Let me say this, sir.
Okay.
Let me say this, sir, too, because a lot of times people don't physically, mentally, and spiritually know the people that are at the top where they're invested in. The Mooney Twins have been doing this 30 years. So somebody said, well, man, the fish to say Pittsburgh. So the Mooney Twins have been doing this. The Mooney Twins have been doing this 30 years. I met them, and this is through Eartha. Then Daryl comes on my radio show. He's one of the first people in California. Before I knew fully I was going to be in California. I come to California. They call me and say, Troy, can you do clean comedy? I said, yeah, I can do clean comedy. I'll be there. And they booked me on a show, Conscious Comedy Explosion. Conscious Comedy Explosion becomes the show that I do every month that allows me to do my comedy DVD that I monetize and another. When I started my radio station, Daryl invested in me to make sure I had the radio station and stayed here in LA. So let me explain something to you. They've been like an instrumental part of my last 15 years and 13 years, February 9th, here in California. When I say we know them and what they're saying is true, and they invest back into a community, they did it for me and my family.
Right. So that's why I was saying, Troy,
I want to be clear on that too. That people hear people doing stuff and they don't know how they touch people. So Eartha said the reason Eartha, y'all know how, like Eartha said she can talk. The reason Eartha stopped talking, she said, I already know what they can do, and I already know that's the people we need to be with. So the Mooney Twins are going to be on that. I'm saying and I haven't even known them as long as Eartha's known them. You guys have been so instrumental. And then walking with me through the process of even doing the trade, even comedy and everything. So phenomenal people who haven't taken L's. You know, people always talk about Warren Buffett not taking an L, but we don't talk about the people in our community who haven't taken that. They go through ups and downs, but when you keep rising, you're not taking losses.
Right. So this is what I'm trying to explain where I'm still coming from, Troy. So it's not enough for me to give you guys accolades. Now I need to give you action. So what I'm saying to you, I'm personally going to change my mindset because you have invited me before to be a part of wealth building opportunities, right? So I have to set examples for myself. It's not good enough for us to know you guys, to give you guys accolades. I'm saying to everybody, you, Troy, me, Kenyon, and all of us, we're going to step our game plan up. Because, you know, my crew always say I boss them around. So I'm going to boss them around. We're going to step our game plan up.
I didn't say that.
We
Like,
have to be the first one to start being the investors and come in, even if it's the $100 investment, because I don't want to be the person that just be like, hey, you know, Mooney Twins are great, y'all love them, or that. I want to be the person to say, because of their greatness, because of their ability to give me the opportunity to be part of their wealth building strategies, I'm able to,
Let's make sure we do this now. Let's make sure we do this now. How do people get in touch directly with the Mooney Twins? Give me the link, right? Well, one way you can get in touch with us is, of course, on Facebook. You have Dwayne Mooney, D-W-A-Y-N-E, Mooney, M-O-O-N-E-Y. You also have Daryl Mooney, D-A-R-Y-L, M-O-O-N-E-Y. You can go to my website, DwayneMooney.com, and leave your information. DwayneMooney.com. You can also sign up with the Wealth Portal on FB Live. On the private group. You can look for it. It's called the Wealth Portal Group. The Wealth Portal Group on FB Live. Sign up for free. Or invite yourself. And also emails MooneySuccess@yahoo.com. MooneySuccess@yahoo.com and MooneyStar@hotmail.com. MooneyStar@hotmail.com. You can also get in touch with Eartha or Troy, and they'll get the message to us. And what we want to do, and this is the key part, as we talk, as you telling these people to come in for $100. See, I know in Baltimore, folks got way more money than that. They hide their money. They get it up under the mattress.
Yes.
They hide their money.
Yes.
They're saying, show us where you're at. Because realize, and this is the mindset, the more money you put in, the more money you make. They'll emphasize that. The more money you put in, the more money you make. We have something what we call the 10K Club. If you have a minimum of $10,000 investments, then you become of the Wealth Portal 10K Club. That's when you start seeing salaries for yourself. Bill said he makes $1,000, over $1,000. That's with one program. We're not talking about the other programs he's in. That's just one program. So we're talking about, as you think of yourself in the 10K Club, the mindset changes. Well, I can do a salary off of passive income. That means I can do what I want to do. That means I can think. I'm no longer struggling. I'm no longer surviving, but I am thriving. I am thriving in the way you walk, the way you talk, the way men get into their masculine, the way women get into their feminine. When they are thriving because they are practicing the law of increase. Money is just one way. We want you to increase your wealth.
yeah.
We want you to increase your relationships. We want you to increase your network. We want you to increase your mindset. But everything you touch is not gold, but it's platinum.
All right.
I'm in. Hell.
Man. And I just want to, again, I know that I'm always excited about my young people. So, Ken Ladon, he's been one of our people that's been on our radio show for the last couple of months, and he is definitely a wealth builder. So I definitely want to make sure that you and Ken Ladon get hooked up together. And then we have another gentleman. His name is Malon Butler. We actually got an app, and I'll send it to you guys, because what I want to do, like you said, because we can use technology and we can use the I forgot. So then we want to invite the Mooney Twins to be part of the Tight Knit Radio Show once a month. So you guys give them feedback, let them know if you like this or whatever, so they can be able to again touch bases with us, and we can be able to do our testimonials. But one of the things that I love about what's going down now is, like Ken Ladon said, young people, they're thirsty. They want to sit by our feet, and they want to do better than we have done before. I don't know if we have any callers on the line, because I forgot to take calls. But if anybody want to call in, you can call in at 410-481-1010, 410-481-1010. Ken Ladon, would you like to say something real quick to the Looney Twins?
First and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with everyone. It was just everything that I needed. I'm right behind Eartha. I'm coming with my $100. I'm ready to do this. Like she said, this is all what I talk about. So right now I'm on cloud nine. I have nothing to say but the action. Let's get this done. Let's do this. So thank you for the opportunity. I really believe that I even attracted y'all today, because I've been thinking about this and really, oh my gosh. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm really excited. Let's do this.
Let's see if I can get Malon Butler in real quick. Malon, you still on the line?
You know I didn't go anywhere since that.
And give Looney Twins a little feedback to them.
So this kind of, like I said in the beginning, we want to be able to bring resources, which you bring to the table, to individuals quickly, without having them have to search far, go hard, and look for, well, how do I get involved in this? I think a lot of people right now want change, but aren't exactly sure which step to take. We got a lot of people who are making suggestions. Put your money here or there, and so we need people who, like Sister Eartha said, have proof that their mind was successful. I have no problem. Obviously, you go through Sister Eartha. You talked about working out that tight knit discount. We would love to get you guys involved and actually make and listing for you in the app, so that you can experience firsthand what we're talking about, and we can, as a community, to bring resources out. I will direct them right to you, right of refusal when it comes to that topic in the industry. So let me know if we can connect. Obviously, to the Tight Knit Radio Show, our goal is to reach everybody with these empowerment solutions. And quite frankly, I love what I heard today on the call.
All right.
Absolutely. I want to address Eartha, the young brother Kenyon. Thank you for stepping up at 26. In that mindset, it took me a long time. He is 62 years old now. It took me a long time to develop my consciousness of wealth building. I was always a community activist, but once that switched into the economic piece, then my life started changing on a big level, because I saw all these community activists teaching us how to march, teaching us how to protest. Well, we come out with our protest signs and protesting, and they come out the next week in their limousines, going back to their nice houses. They were teaching us how to protest, but they were not teaching us how to build wealth. So I said, wow, economics is really the solution when you have the right mindset. So this is the kind of program that young people can get involved in, because young people have the energy, they have the desire, they have the passion, and we know a whole lot of other young people. Imagine, people can literally come in and I had two stories. I had a brother came in for $100, and he made the first week he made $5, and when he saw that $5, he put in $1,000 the next week. Now he's up to $25,000 because he just wanted to see the program if it worked. The program is a multi-million-dollar program, whether you put in $100, $5,000, $100,000, going to still get the same 3 to 5% returns a week. So it's the system that's wealthy. So now we have the $10,000 club. We will move that into the $50,000 club and then the $100,000 club, because the money increases. It increases, and as the money increases, you have to increase your mind. Got 1 minute left.
Okay. We got 1 minute left, but go ahead. Here's your 1 minute.
So you have to increase your mind, because you can't come in here like a lottery ticket winner who wins a lot of money and still has a poverty mind. You will lose all that money. You will spend all that money. You have to keep on your mind. Before we get out of here, let's give the number one more time so you can get in touch with the lady. It's 443-655-7198. We'll keep the conversation going and keep the investments going. 443-655-7198. Write the number down. Call us, text it right now. Text your name with it, so we know what you want to get involved and how you want to get in touch with the ladies or what have you. 443-655-7198.
Change your mindset. Change your mindset. Get with the Tight Knit Group. We are on every Saturday from 1 to 2. The Mooney Twins have promised me that they will be able to get with us. They will even do Zoom calls, because guys, there's a lot of information. I want to get so tight with the Mooney Twins that we be in the $1 Million Club. So this is your girl, Eartha Harris, co-hosted with Troy Rollins, Ken LaDon, Maylon. Our special guest was the Mooney Twins. See you guys next Saturday, 1 to 2. Peace.
You've been listening to the Tight Knit Radio Show with Eartha Harris, Ken LaDon, Maylon Butler, and Troy Rollins. For more information or to get your business or event listed on our show, call 443-655-7198. That's 443-655-7198.